My name is Patrick G. As of last year, April the 21st, 2017, I received a kidney transplant after being on peritoneal dialysis since December 2013. Now, one of my biggest, most recent passions is that I was selected in December 2017 to participate on the APOL steering committee. The APOL steering committee is a committee composed of patients, care partners, donors, recipients of kidneys, researchers, nephrologists, scientists, and investigators as we try to tackle the APOL1 genotype that is found in every human being. Everybody has it. The issue with this is that it's more prevalent in people of African descent. Over 10,000 years ago, the gene mutated, and the research study is trying to determine how did the gene mutate and why is it causing renal failure in people of African descent. The APOL1 genotype also affects or is prevalent in people that suffer from sickle cell, people that are dealing with FSGS, some forms of lupus. The primary reason for the research study is they found out that African American kidney recipients from certain African American donors tend to reject quicker than an African American kidney recipient from a Caucasian American donor. In certain people that have the variants of the APOL1 genotype, they found out that if they donate and they donate to a recipient that does not have it, then 9 times out of 10, that kidney is going to reject. Now, as I stated before, every human being has a variant of this gene, but it's just normally diabetes is the #1 cause of kidney disease. Hypertension is the #2 cause of kidney disease. Well, what's interesting from my research with APOL1 genotype is that the researchers didn't test people that were diabetic because the evidence was inconclusive. But the patients or the people that suffer from hypertension, it was more prevalent in. So I think with the APOL committee, and this is being funneled through the Wake Forest University Medical Center, and it's also a part of NIH and NIDDK. Recruitment for this should begin in September of this year, September 2018, where they want to get living donors that are willing to donate a kidney, an African American living donor, to donate to an African American kidney recipient. They want both of those folks to be tested. They are also going to test deceased donors as well. And the test includes just a sample of urine and a blood sample, and they're going to test the DNA over and over and over and over again until they come to a conclusion. And this is going to take a couple of years, so this is not going to be fast. It's going to be very thorough. But the conclusion is either you have it or you don't. Those that have it it's more than likely it's in your genes, which means that this could be hereditary. This is a 5-year study, and I believe at the end of the 5 years, I think they're going to take all the findings and kind of try to see if they can create, maybe define a solution or define some type of treatment for those that are affected, so that there will be more workable organs out there for those that are in need of transplants. So, in participating in the Community Advisory Committee under the Apollo umbrella, on April the 27th of this year, I had the opportunity to go to church, a church, and to present this along with my kidney journey and why it's much needed in the African American community to know about genetic disorders as it pertains to renal failure. Because all I've been told is in the past is diabetes, hypertension, and nobody really told us anything about the genetic makeup until I'm finding out about the Apollo research. So this adds just another variant, another educational tool for the African American community to be advised of. And I think, you know, based off of the reception that I got at the church, it was well received, and a lot of the congregations, actually the pastor invited me to come back in November to talk during church service about this research and just about kidney education. So I've taken them up on that. But as an African American, and because kidney disease affects more African Americans, more Native Americans, and more Hispanic Americans than any other population, it is necessary for us to understand what chronic kidney disease is, what your kidney functions are, how important they are, and you know how you can better take care of your kidneys through nutrition, medication, and you know, medication if needed, and exercise. And because we really need to do something, because in this country there are over 625,000 people that's on some form of dialysis. But there's a total of between 26 to 40,000 people in the United States that have chronic kidney disease, and they do not know this. So that is what my ministry is, that is my advocacy, to be the example for people to follow,